Sometimes technique can actually give you a hard time as well. Which happens right now. Sorry about that. I haven't used that in a while. Maybe now. Ah, there we go. So we're at 109 degrees now, so we're almost there. This one goes very fast, as you can see. If you don't have induction at home, if you have a normal electric stove, it works with anything really, it just takes a bit longer. Okay, now 113, so we're almost there. We keep on whipping the egg a bit more. If you wish, you can put any kind of alcohol inside as well. If you like rum, whiskey, Kahlua, anything like that goes with the dessert, please do not stop putting alcohol in your desserts. I like it. It gives you a very nice aroma as well. You just have to be careful sometimes with, especially if you make ice creams, it just doesn't freeze very well. Okay, we are there right now. So what we do is, we have the sugar, we slowly drip it into the egg, and since the egg yolk is raw, and we all don't really like to eat raw eggs, the sugar is going to cook the egg, so we are free of bacteria as well. Just have to be careful, since this is 121 degrees, and egg yolk actually start to cook at around 70, it's going to be a scrambled egg very fast if you put it in too fast. So, by putting it in like that, it's going to cool down on the way down.
Using your ice bath better.
And we're almost there. And we just whip it a bit more, so we have like a semi-soft peak. Then we mix in the chocolate, we fold in the cream, and then we let it set in the fridge for at least 24 hours. That's very important because, like I said before, the butter and the chocolate and the sugar and the egg need to set. And you have very, very nice air bubbles as well. If you don't set it, it becomes very runny and the flavor is also not there. Is that right now? And the chocolate is going to be ready as well, hopefully. Yes, it is. Now the same thing with the chocolate. It's very, very hot. You have to cool it down slightly. To overcool it basically. And then you drip it in as well. You fold it into the egg mixture, and the egg and sugar mixture, and then you fold the cream in. Just like that. Not sure if you can see. That's better. Not for me, but that's what it's not about anyway, right? It's quite nice as well. The shimp helps, left and right to combine the stuff. I really, really appreciate that. See, go all the way around as well. Okay, now we have the chocolate mixture ready. And what we do is we fold in the cream. When you fold in cream, it depends how far you whip the cream. But if you whip it very, very far, you have to be careful when you use a whisk because you over whip it and then you have kind of a butter. This one is perfect. So what we do is, I have to put it down. Sorry. You can use your hands if you like. I like to use my hands. But this time I'm going to use the spatula. So you just take the first spoon, little by little. You don't need to rush it. Little by little you fold in the cream. Until you have a very, very nice and homogeneous mixture. And obviously now comes the part where you have to taste it. This is the most important one. Because if something is not right now, you can still fix it. But usually when you work with chocolate, it's always perfect anyways. And since we don't want to waste anything, we just scrape the edges, bring everything to the center, mix it. And this is kind of what you want. This kind of viscosity. It's a bit like velvet, a bit nice. Probably more nice if you try it. Like I said, chocolate usually never, anything goes wrong with chocolate. Then what you can do, I don't know what you have at home, you have Tupperware or any kind of bowl. Better is to use a plastic bowl because it just doesn't, the flavor doesn't change. When you use metal with chocolate and stuff like that, if it's cheap metal or cheap aluminium, especially when you work with lemon and acidity, the flavor might change and it gets a very metallic aluminium flavor. That happens a lot if you eat like lemon tart, orange tart, stuff like that. You always have this metal kind of flavor. This is usually when the base you bake it in or the container you store your mixture in is aluminium. So the first thing of the dessert is done. So you would clean the meat now nicely so it doesn't absorb all the flavors from your fridge or wherever you want to store it in. Then you put it in the fridge overnight. It's past 24 hours, 12 hours. Best temperature I would say between 4 to 6 degrees, but it depends on your fridge. You don't need to change the setting of your fridge if you don't need to. The next thing which takes a long time is obviously the sorbet. For the sorbet it's fairly easy. All you need to do is, you can buy mango purees in the store. You don't need to make your own mango puree. It's really not a very nice thing to do. It's nice if you know how to do it and you're very fast, but just for the sake of ease and for the sake of consistency, if you want to do it more often and you want it to taste the same every single time. What we use in the restaurants as well, we use Alfonso mango puree, which is amazing mango. Alfonso mangoes are very sweet, and we specifically get it from our supplier. And what we do is we just put the mango puree. We have the mango puree here. We put everything in a bowl.